Glad you could be with us for NFL OT. Dan Graziano, Tedy, Bruschi, Wendy Nix. There's an article out on ESPN.com ranking the best players by position over the last 10 years. So we are splitting hairs here
Yes,
because
we are.
they're all pretty good. But who had the better season? We'll take a shot. Tom Brady in 2007 or Peyton Manning in 2004?
Well, I can say this. To live that season that Brady had in 2007 was something that I'll never forget. To be a defender and not on the field when Tom was having that historic season, and to feel the crowd, to feel them almost every time a ball was thrown up to Randy Moss, anticipating that it was probably going to be a touchdown, because Randy actually caught 23 touchdowns that year. So 50 touchdowns, and I'm telling you, to be on the bench and just see footballs, because usually there's the offense in front of you and you can't see the field. So you're sitting there and you're getting your adjustments, Graz, from the defensive perspective, and all of a sudden the ball goes up in the air and everyone gets up and you hear the crowd just get excited, and boom, it's Moss in the end zone, or it's Welker, or whoever it may be. I thought it was a historic thing what Brady did that year, and the way they did it in the Meadowlands to throw the 50th and the 23rd on the same pass, same pass I believe it was, in that last regular season game, for us to get 16-0 was absolutely incredible. So I guess I'd have to go Brady.
If you lived it, I think you have to pick it. I mean, that sort of seems like to me ought to be a rule.
That Patriots team is the more memorable performance. There's no question about it. The article gets into a statistical argument that touches on how much help each guy had, and talks about the Patriots the offensive line playing at kind of an otherworldly level that year. And Randy Moss, I mean, there's a point to be made. This is not the first time Randy Moss was on a team that set the NFL scoring record. His Vikings team earlier in his career. Yeah. So, obviously, I don't think Manning ever had a weapon like that. Very few teams ever have had. All came together for those Patriots. So I think the story sort of makes the point that you could look at Manning's season and his performance in context and say it was better. But, I mean, yeah, the 16-0 team is the one you remember. The 50 touchdowns is more than 49. And ultimately, the way we judge these things, that Peyton Manning team lost 20-3 to the Patriots in the playoffs, and I think that ultimately takes the discussion down the road of Brady over Manning yet again.
And I can tell you, preparing against Peyton Manning in 2004 when we played them, watching him on film, there were times where we would say to ourselves, they can't stop him. And there were certain things we had to do to beat him in the playoffs that we were not only focusing on him, but focusing on others, on those receivers, and things we had to do to really stop Peyton Manning that year.
Well, like all the great players, both of those quarterbacks made everybody else better around them. I mean, that's what they did. NFL Live every weekday, 1:30 Eastern on ESPN.